Hello, everyone. I wanted to take just a couple minutes here to go through some of the AI features of ScholarRx, and hopefully this helps make your lives easier as you're constructing these bricks. So at this point, you should be very familiar with the exchange.scholarrx.com. This is going to be your home screen. You're going to go down to the Rubik's Cube and go to Bricks Create. So once we are here, I'm going to go to create a brick with AI assistance. And I'm going to start by just putting in some keywords defining what I want this brick to be about. So for this example, I'm going to use cranial nerve 3, cranial nerve 4, and cranial nerve 6 palsies through clinical cases. And I'm going to make it clear because if I just say clinical case, it will automatically just give me one case. The other really nice thing is that if you have a PDF outline, if you have a PowerPoint, if you have any other teaching materials, it's pretty facile at looking at the teaching materials that you have and including them and incorporating them in any kind of brick that you have. The other thing I wanted to show you was that there's different types of bricks utilizing this AI feature. Standard brick is going to give you typical content that reads like a textbook, but I've been playing around with the case-based brick option, and I really like it. And then creation flow step by step is going to allow you to edit things step by step, but for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to go to quick draft flow. So here we go. That's all I'm going to put in. And then I'm going to pause y'all so that you can see what happens. Okay, so this took just a bit over a minute. And what it went ahead and did was gave us 3 patients with cranial nerve palsies, oculomotor dysfunction cases. It gave us 5 different learning objectives here. The first one aligning with cranial nerve 3, the second cranial nerve 4, the third cranial nerve 6, then diagnostic workups and management strategies. So it did that kind of all on its own. Part 1 is going to be our third cranial nerve oculomotor palsy. It automatically puts in open response questions, which we can certainly change. Part 2 is going to be a patient with head tilting, so probably cranial nerve 4 palsy. And then part 3 is presumably going to be our cranial nerve 6 palsy. So it goes through a case here. So Michael K, examination findings, and then has an open response question. And then, as the learning objectives say, it goes through diagnostic workup and management principles here. So pretty brief. It does give you a summary and review questions as well. Obviously, the same as with every other AI feature, this needs to be heavily edited, and this does not take the place of a really good outline. So even if you have writer's block, you should still have a great outline kind of going in as you're constructing this brick. And if you can see, all I did was toggle to the next screen, and then you're going to recognize that this is the typical brick building screen where you can edit prior to publishing. So you can add additional authors here. Because I'm logged in, I'm the default author, and you can see your learning objectives here at the top. This part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, our summary, and our review questions. And the same thing as before, let's say we want to add to the bottom of this a flashcard, for example. So I'm just going to click this little plus here. Just below it, I'm going to go down, and if we continue using these AI features, I'm going to generate content, which is at the very bottom, and it's going to generate a flashcard. What is the typical recovery time for acute microvascular cranial nerve palsies? And it's going to give me an answer choice. Let's see if it has a different one here. Let's try to do a question. So it's going to take a second to generate this. What's the first step in managing cranial nerve 3 palsy with pupil involvement? And the answer is vessel imaging, which is correct. So I don't love that flashcard, but I do like this question. Obviously, I'm going to proofread this. But these features make it really, really easy to construct your brick once you have an excellent outline put in place. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.